Happy Father's Day! This afternoon we're going to be making egg bake, which is a family favorite and all of our friends love it too. It is very simple ingredients that you can get all of the stuff to make at Aldi, and once you buy it all, you can basically double the ingredients. So with the uncured ham, it usually comes in about 2 pounds, so I cut it in half and use about 1 pound. The hash browns come in just under 2 pounds. I use half of this as well. I personally like the Colby Jack cheese, but you can use whatever cheese is your favorite. This 3 cups goes for the entire thing. We're going to be making this like a layered lasagna. And then I personally get my eggs from Sam's Club just because it comes in the 24 pack, but you can also get these at Aldi. This is a very simple meal that you can prep even the night before so that you can pull it out and make it in the morning. This is something that we always make for Christmas. I prep it on Christmas Eve, have it in the fridge. When we wake up in the morning, we make our coffee, we preheat the oven. As the kids are opening their stocking stuffers, the oven is preheating, and then this goes in the oven, and by the time we're done opening presents, breakfast is ready. I always pair it with sausage gravy and biscuits, but that's up to you. So if you're not really extra particular, you can literally just cut down the middle and call it good. But I'm extra. So I'm gonna weigh it and actually make sure that it's half and half. 493, close enough. They have these little itty bitty bites. So the extra ham I will cut up, and once the cheese is done, I'll throw it in here and leave this in the freezer. So use your 9x13 baking dish because I'm extra. I'm going to put this on so that we can get half of our potatoes. Because again, I want this to be an even meal the next time I'm making it. So with our potatoes, we lay it out nice and flat. I don't measure my salt and pepper and ground mustard powder. I do it with love. Evenly coating all of the potatoes. To speed up the cooking time and to get the potatoes cooked through thoroughly, we'll pop this in the oven for 10 minutes and then we'll get the rest of our ingredients ready. We're going to use 7 eggs. Then we'll whisk our eggs. Now 1 cup of milk. That's why I do it in the measuring cup. So you can just add it straight to here. Now we just wait to layer all of this with our potatoes. While the egg bake cooks, we get together our sausage gravy. So 1 pound of pork sausage, whatever your preference is. We brown it in a skillet until it's nice and cooked. I like using a meat masher. I don't know, is that what it's called? That's what I think it's called. Time to layer our dish. So again, we have our 1 pound of ham. We're just gonna go with about half of it. You could also do turkey if you don't like ham. You could do sausage. Sausage might make it a little bit more greasy. Bacon. I've done it with peppers. Sounds like the sausage is almost ready. Cut in thin little layers. It comes out nicely. You just kind of separate them. Is about half of it. We're going to do about half of the cheese. We're going to do about half of the egg and milk mixture, dumping it into the corners as well, just layering it, and then repeat the other half of the ham, the rest of the cheese, and just spread it out. I push it down at this point just to make sure that everything is gonna cook evenly before I dump the rest of the egg mixture. And again, still going in all of the corners, back and forth, a little zigzag. Around the corners. And that's it. Remember, this pan is hot since it did just come out of the oven. And now it's gonna go back in the oven. I do it at 350 for 45 to 60 minutes. Depends on how well your oven cooks. Sometimes I like to rotate it halfway through just to make sure it gets cooked all the way through. Everybody's oven has that spot that cooks a little different. And then it's ready to go. And as this is cooking, I finish up the sausage gravy and I get the biscuits ready. I don't do anything fancy for biscuits. I just do the Aldi brand. Sometimes I like to get the Pillsbury dough frozen ones from Sam's Club, but today we're doing the Aldi because that's what we did. We made a quick Aldi trip this morning. So back in the oven for 45 to 60 minutes. Sausage is done cooking. I'm just gonna finish grinding it all up. At this point, you can either drain that extra juice and fat, or you can just use it. I'm going to use it as part of my mixture. We're using 1/3 cup flour, whatever flour you like to use. Using that same cup, we do 3 to 4 cups of milk, slowly till it mixes all the way in. I'm going to turn the heat back up. So now the egg bake is done. This is what it should look like when it's out of the oven. Nice and crispy on the edges, a little bubbly. Let's take a peek. Look at that. Nice and cooked in the middle. I love the edges with the crispy cheese. Then we have our biscuits. And our gravy. I like to put a little bit of hot honey on the side of the biscuit that I'm not putting any gravy on. This is going to be so hot. Delicious. Happy Father's Day.